Hello everyone, this is Kathleen and I'm excited to be here today and show you the finished journal for my design team project this month. I am using the kit Vintage Woodland Wonder from StacyStories on Etsy. Stacy Belts is the designer, and this is honestly, like I said before, a beautiful kit. I was really excited to use it. Had a lot of fun with it. Okay, so this journal is 8.5 by 5 3/4. It has a 1-inch spine, has 3 signatures, 144 pages, 26 pockets and tucks, and 45 pieces of ephemera, both handmade, like with the journal kit elements, and antique or vintage ephemera from my stash. So I used this beautiful image here on the front for the panel, and some of you may have seen me do the cover. It's a mixed media painted on a recycled book cover, and I have a video that shows how I did this, and I'll link that in the description with all the rest of the information about this journal. I'm calling it Adventure in the Woodlands. Yeah, it's just, I think, really cool. Let's go inside and see. I've done just this simple elastic closure, no beads or buttons this time. This is actually a jeans button. It makes a really nicely finished on the inside. Here I've done a collage, just different papers. This image from the kit. This is one of Stacy's labels from the labels kit, which is another really great digital kit from StacyStories. So I just have this spread in the beginning, and here's the first element. It's one of my peekaboo pockets, and I've done some embossing just on a junk mail envelope and sanded that. I just have a couple of papers here in the back. This is a vintage check from 1926, and just some journaling paper, and that just slides in. This is a chunky book, and so it's kind of thick. Anyway, there it is. Now you can see it peeking down here at the bottom. So the signatures are kind of tight because there's just so much in here. Yeah, some writing paper, some nature book page. Here's one of the most beautiful images, I think, in the kit is this beautiful running water. And this is a tag from the masterboard that I did the other day. I will link all of the videos that I made as I created this journal in the description box. It's just a little short set. This is beautiful vintage postcard to pansy from Auntie Lise. Yeah, Garfield Park, Topeka, Kansas. Here's another beautiful ephemera image from the kit. I've just made this tag from one of the paper images and stamped this rabbit on. And this is just a pretty piece of vintage stationery. This is part of an old address book, a field guide to mushrooms. This is ephemera from the kit, mushroom image, and just a napkin decoupaged card to fit in that pocket. I did a little bit of stamping here on the side and embellished the stamps with some chalks. Here's the center of the signature with this beautiful image of a fox hunt. Yeah, how fun. I just love those colors. The colors are just beautiful in this kit. Yeah. This is one of the page images. This really classic kind of background with script writing. Oh, what are those maps called that are of the terrain? You know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the name right now. Just a couple of pieces of vintage ephemera. A beautiful picture of this owl, and another little handmade tag, vintage index card. Field guide paper. This is a vintage receipt. This beautiful image of a mule deer, I think. I don't know, some kind of deer. This is some vintage stationery, Talisman Motor Company in Bay City, Florida. Yeah. I just liked the color, the green color matched everything so well. There's more of those beautiful kit papers. Just a vintage note paper. This is an image in the kit, and as is this. This is part of the masterboard that I did the other day. A pretty image here. And a library card catalog, The Sower and the Seed. Here's the second signature. Just folded that up to make a pocket. Here is another pretty image from the kit of that bear. A smushed index card. And Union Pacific Railroad note paper, vintage. Lots of room for your own journaling, for writing, pasting pictures, or other kinds of ephemera. Just a little hand-stamped vintage index card. This is more of the kit ephemera, as is this pocket of an old 1940, somebody's written on there, book cover, and just some more vintage note paper. These are images from the kit, the page images. This is some antique ephemera, vintage ledger, I should say. Here's a fox. I really just love these vintage image illustrations. These are desert quail. This is in our area of the country, and mountain quail. Just some interesting images there. I love this images of a map. The other one is a topographical map. That's the word I was looking for. This is just a regular map, a geographical map. Wood duck, tree duck, and ruddy ducks, and a raccoon. The other part of that antique ephemera ledger, so there's plenty of room to journal on that piece. There's a belly band. This is the journal card from the masterboard. There's the end of that signature with one of the tags from the masterboard. The last signature has this beautiful image of a rabbit. Not sure if it's a hare or a cottontail or what, but it's not a jackrabbit. I know that. That's the kind of hares we have around here. It's an image from the kit, and this is as well. Beautiful picture of a shorebird. And this is just vintage note paper. There's wild geraniums and a squirrel. There is like a peekaboo belly band. This is a beautiful image from the kit. And I have, this is another tag from the masterboard that I made the other day. And here's my favorite image. It's the same image here on the front. I just love that. So beautiful. It's a fun digital little cigarette card. Yeah, how to use a watch as a compass. Interesting. Too bad we don't know. I guess we could Google it and see if it would come up. Rose Genetian. Yeah. And I just have used these in this book page pocket. Here's another squirrel. Another Churchman cigarettes, tying knots. And this is just a little scrap of Tim Holtz. And this is also in the kit. Beautiful image of a fish. And then this is another one of my favorite images. Gosh, isn't that so majestic? I don't know what kind of a hawk, but lovely. And I just did a little stamp of a box here on this score sheet, and this is just vintage notebook paper. And the last pocket, it's a little clip on it because it's just very narrow. That is also an image from the kit, some kind of a little hut in the woods. And this is also part of the masterboard. So that goes there in the end. And that's the last page. And here's the end collage as well on the inside back cover. And here's the elastic band. Here's the back. And that's the end. Thanks for watching, and I will list this on my Etsy, and hopefully someone might be interested to give this as a gift for Father's Day. That was kind of my intention this month. Thanks so much for your attention, and thanks Stacy for the beautiful kit this month. Backwoods, or Vintage Woodland Wonder. Thanks for being with me. I'll see you again.